Why? Oh, Africa. Africa, our beloved continent. Africa, our mother's land. Africa, our father's land. Africa, this was not what our leaders have prayed for us. Why do we create xenophobic among ourselves? Why should we hate ourselves as Africans? Why should we segregate, discriminate ourselves as Africans? Let's stand firm and fight xenophobic. No war, no retaliation, no gun. We don't need it in Africa because Africa is a small continent. Guys, if you want to know what I'm talking about, watch the video. It's very emotional because I'm not happy about what is going on in Africa, and we the youth to come out here and say no to xenophobic. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Madam, your girl, with another inspiration video. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you better do it now. And if you have already subscribed, please click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified. And please guys, if you watch my video, why not you share it out so that it can reach the world? And click on the like button to show me that you have liked it, and then I will appreciate it a lot. So guys, let's get started into the video. Today's video is all about xenophobia. Xenophobic is very bad in a country, talk less of a continent. This thing has been going around, it has been viral, everybody has talked about it. That doesn't stop me from talking about it because I am an African lady and I'm proud to be an African. I think I'm not just gonna say South Africans, I'm gonna talk to Africa. We are Africans. We need to love ourselves as Africans. We need to stand firm so that there is no Satan that will come between us Africans. If you are a South African and then someone out there is a Nigerian and the other person beside him is a Kenyan, the other person is Tanzanian, and a lot more. Or does it mean that we are not Africans? No, we are all Africans. So why should we bring war or to create war among ourselves as Africans? We are from the same ancestors. We are from the same planet. So why should we create enmity between us, ourselves, Africans? I'm not going to specify and say I'm blaming South Africans, I'm blaming Nigerians, or I'm blaming Tanzanians. And no, I'm going to address this message to Africans. If you are an African, if you listen to this video, don't hesitate to share this video. Where is Nelson Mandela? He has died. May his soul continue to rest in peace. But I know wherever he is, he won't feel good. Because this was not the message he left for South Africans. This was not what he started in South Africa. South Africans, we all go out to look for greener pasture. I think South Africans, you guys are over everywhere in the world as well to look for greener pasture. Do you guys want to tell me that you people do not have anybody who is a South African outside to look for greener pasture? I don't think so. Nigerians, they are also out there to look for greener pasture. We should not create racism among ourselves Africans. Because if we create racism, we will hate ourselves. And we are brothers and sisters. We are the ones who should stand and rise Africa to the entire world. We are the ones who should stand and fight for Africa to the entire world, to know that we are capable of handling our own continent. They have already separated us. So why should we allow them to continue separating us? Our enemies, they will laugh at us. Because this is what they were waiting for and they have got it. How many people have died in this xenophobia? Do we know it? We don't know it. And what has caused it? We don't know. Because too much rumors was going around. A taxi man was killed. This, that, we don't really know. Except those who are in South Africa and they witness the problem. They can come out and say that this was what caused this and this was what happened. But in my own understanding, the knowledge I have in this is South Africans are trying to say that foreigners are there to dominate their country. Fine, if you South Africans, you have the zeal and you people have the courage to work in your own country, why can't you work? But that doesn't stop you from eliminating foreigners. Because foreigners today, those their subs they have there, they are making money from South Africans and other nationalities, because it's not only South Africans who are in South Africa. Where is the money going to? Obviously, they will pay tax and they will still use the money to reinvest again and then continue their business gradually. So does it mean that they are carrying all the money to their own home country? I don't think so. The money still remains in South Africa and some go to their country, and that's how it's supposed to be. So it's vice versa. So we cannot just say that, okay, they are Nigerians, they are Tanzanians, they should not come to our country. They are not, they are Lebanese or they are Asians. No. Allow them to work. Allow them to do their business in peace. Because you people are out there working somewhere else in other countries and nobody is disturbing you. And you guys have a lot of businesses in other various countries that you guys even cause problem to. And if those people want to revenge, Africa will die. And I don't want that to happen. We are the youth. We should stand to fight for Africa. Some people are out there. They will say it in their mind, but they will never take any step. Our ministers, our government, our presidents, they should come together and then discuss about this problem and try to look for a solution, but not to allow it to be going every year, the same problem, the same xenophobia. It might be South Africa this period. If the African leaders don't eradicate this xenophobia, you will see that other African countries will have the guts to attempt to do as South Africans. And with that, it will not be good for us, the youth, who are trying to grow to develop Africa. For Africa to grow in a day is very easy because it's a small continent. But we need to love ourselves. We need to open our heart to one another. We need to be so focused in what we are to do to raise Africa up, but not to fight against other people from other countries because of they are foreigners. It's even bad when you go to a country, you hear they call another nationality foreigner. It's very bad. We are all Africans. We should love ourselves. There should be no segregation among Africans. Violence can never solve this problem. The only thing that can solve the problem is our leaders to sit, as I said, and then iron out the things that they think they can remove, and it will not cause xenophobia again in Africa. Because xenophobia is not good. It might touch me, it might touch someone else, it might touch a relative. So we have to be very careful of what we do. If Nigerians are hardworking and they go out there to look for greener pasture, do you need to blame them? I don't think so. We don't need to blame them. I even watched a video where a lady from South Africa was saying that, for example, Nigerian men, they are very good. Nigerian men can take care of ladies. Nigerian men, they are hardworking. They are really good for us, the South African ladies. And that's the grudge our men have towards Nigerian men. My dear, it doesn't matter whether he is a Nigerian man or he's a South African man or he's from Zimbabwe or he's from Cote d'Ivoire or he's from Mali. Because whatever we get, we still leave it in Africa. If we go out there in the European countries, what do we go there for? We are there for greener pasture. We are there to work and then bring back home. But how many people are doing it? Majority of the people, when they travel out of Africa, they will just say that, oh God, thank God, God, you have released me from the cage. I will never go back home. Is that how it's supposed to be? It's supposed not to be like that. Whenever you go out there to look for greener pasture, you should come back home and develop your country. And that is when we call it beautiful Africa. But majority of the Africans are out there in Europe. They don't want to come back home. They don't even want to scent the breeze of Africa because they think that Africa is not nice. Africa is wretched. Africa is this. Africa is that. When I was young, I was brought up in a poor background. I'm in a luxury life, so I don't need to go back to Africa. I'm gonna stay here and die here. When you die, where are they taking you to? It is not Africa. You will still go back to the soil of Africa. They will never bury you in Europe. You will go back to Africa for them to bury you because that's where you come from and that's where your ancestors are buried. So we need to know all these things as a youth to fight against xenophobic. If not, we will say, had I known, and it has already passed and gone. And the young people who are growing, they will meet this xenophobia and they will continue to apply what we have left for them. And it's not really good for a continent like Africa. We are beloved Africans. We love ourselves and we should love others and others to love us as well. But charity begins at home. Let's love ourselves as Africans before we love other nationalities. But no, we just want to put fire on the mountain every given moment and we forget about our leaders, what they have left for us. See Gaddafi today. He is no more. May his soul continue to rest in peace. But how is Libya? Too bad. But I pray that they will come back to their senses. But I pray they will come back to where they came from. Libya is a different thing today than before. So, any other African country, you don't want to be a victim whereby you'll be regretting your leaders going or dying. So this was a message I have for Africans, and I hope it will make good impact to anyone who watches this video. I'm still young, but I have the love for Africa and I continue to love Africa. So I can never deny to be an African. So guys, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel and do not hesitate to click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified. And I love you guys and stay tuned for another video. If you have any comment concerning this topic today, please leave it on the comment section and let's discuss it so that we can find a solution for xenophobic. Okay guys, love you.